Hello, welcome to Bladecast TV. Today we are covering the WNL semifinals, Malta versus Unity. I'm joined by Gibby. How's it going?
Hello, I'm here, I'm ready, I'm excited because this should be, hopefully, the best match of the tournament so far. It definitely has the potential.
We've got two powerhouses on each side. Unity, the formerly all French, now with a bit of, talk about
Yeah,
them. What's happened to them?
definitely. Well, they were all French for a long time. Well, I mean, they had a couple of like German players in and out, like Farunian and stuff. That you might recognize him playing with them before. Well, he's not with them this time. But they have replaced him with many other players. This time around, they've got 4 or 5 actually non-French players. I mean, you can't really call it a French team anymore. They've got that core you'll recognize: Brian, Thor, Maxime, Paolo. I'm sure you'll recognize those names, Caius too. But you're seeing essentially. I don't know if you followed the 6v6 tournament when that happened, and there was that dopey team, which had
Not,
that core of. Well, I mean, you'll recognize the names, right? Anchor, Matt,
yeah, I know them.
Why? Right. So they and Habby too. So they've all joined this Unity side this time. So I mean, in my opinion, probably the strongest Unity roster ever because it's got those superstar French players mixed in with just absolute veterans that have all played together before. So I mean, for me, they're the favorite team going into this match. But I say this, and it's a big but because in week 1 of the tournament, Malta actually beat Unity narrowly.
Oh,
So,
oh.
although I would say that Unity are the favorites, Malta did beat them previously in the tournament. So,
Yeah, so you're going with a bit of a mental edge, which against Unity, formerly known for their choking antics, it could be what you need, right?
I mean, they have choked a few times before. Yeah. Oh, Sig's saying in the chat WNL7's the best one because he was in that one. But I mean, honestly, Sigs, look at this.
Ah,
That Unity roster is so well rounded. I think it's great.
I do like this Unity roster a lot. I feel like Brian and Thor have always been like these star infantry players. You know, they got all the tech and the
Yeah.
flash. But Anchor's a guy who you sit there and you're like, how's he even getting kills? He looks like trash the way he plays. But he is like the
Yeah.
solid, stable group fighting imp that every good team needs to just, he's not
Yeah.
gonna
Absolutely.
throwing crazy hill spams, doing crazy outranges. He's just gonna swing and hit people in the back and stuff. And I think he's a perfect complement to that infantry core.
Yeah.
But on the
And
Malta side, give me a little quick rundown of them since I think we're running out
so
of time.
Malta are recently, at least, they've been famed for their archers and their cavalry. So the archers, Habrak and Xerxes, are a terror duo, definitely. Well, I mean, don't know. There's other archers, definitely, like Matt and Maximu are fantastic, Paolo too, but Xerxes and Habrak have been fantastic for ages. And they've also got on their cavalry as well, Norman and Watley, who are a really good cav duo. And then they're sort of fielded out with a bit more depth with Mace and Carpe, who are good cav
Oh,
too.
you know what I just noticed? Watley Sirkin, a little Dutch
Yeah,
calf
the Dutch
rivalry
Dutch
here, grudge
rivalry.
match.
Yeah, Sirkin's actually been playing quite well for Unity, and especially in the last match against Malta, he did really well. So
Okay,
might see more
okay.
of that. But and then so the Malta infantry finishes off. You might recognize Ida,
Mm-hmm.
Apfel. You might know him. Uh,
Apple made that very bad map that I don't like.
you don't like Waterfall, not a fan.
No, not at all.
They got Demivar, Bulez. So they've got the Malta roster is really good. I would say they have less star power than Unity. So I think the Malta guys are going to need to be relying on more team play and cohesion than the Malta side. Than the Unity side. But it can definitely go either way. And as I said, although I favor Unity just on the rosters, last time Malta did beat them. So I don't think there can be any accurate predictions about how this is going to
You
go.
know, when I look at Malta, I instantly see two guys who have been accused of cheating. We're not sure whether it's true or not. But like you said,
Yeah,
Xerxes, Habrak, these guys. I mean, like especially archers in this game. There's nothing more tilting, nothing that makes you angry than getting headshotted. Um, so like
yeah,
I really look to them to perform well.
yeah, absolutely. And I'm hoping they do because nothing is better than a nice early headshot when you're watching. Not when you're playing, it's horrible, but when you're watching, it's great.
Yeah, so I believe we're going live here.
Hopefully we can get streamer.
Yep, looks like normal lineups for both teams in. Oh, I had it and I lost it.
Have you got it now?
Nope.
Let me.
So I think Paulo gave it to me and tried to take it away.
Yeah, there you go. You got it back.
Give it to Def
Devs
too.
definitely need it too.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
All right,
all right, into the action. Yeah, so it's gonna spawn right here in the Swatian spawn. This is the lower spawn, and usually pretty hard to push this.
Yeah, you might not be surprised to see this Unity running 3 cavalry on Swadia on this map. Kind of unorthodox, but it's not that uncommon because you know this flag's quite open.
The strength of the all pikes as well. It's not to be taken lightly.
Yeah, these Unity cavalry have. I mean, obviously, I'm in FT. I've been scrimming these teams this week, and the Unity cavalry have been playing well on this map. So, expecting them to do some damage. So,
take a look over at the Malta side. They're going to be coming from the Brew Alley side. I mean, personally, I like this push from this side the most, but I mean, it also does lend itself to the most open area. The cat can really hit
you might be interested to see Xerxes is in the middle. Actually, you see he's gone down the tower stairs to get a crossfire angle.
Yeah, with a Norman guy right behind him.
It looks like he's going to be facing off with Matt in the middle. The Unity cavalry.
Well, the cat going after him. Nice bump lance there. Considerable amount of damage.
He's just been,
gonna chase him, but he gets hit. Oh, it looks like there's gonna be a 1v1 between these two, but Apple gonna fall first. Brian gonna pick up the kill, but Xerxes striking right back. Gets Matt. Will he be able to make it back to the fight in time
Xerxes
to shoot?
Down
Gets Norman guy
in the back.
Will he be able to land anything big? Anger gets the kill on Domivar. Anger gets another kill on Bullis. Alex comes in, gets Eder, and really looks like Unity's just cleaning this up.
Absolutely. I mean, that was
definitely not going their way. Like I think what they intended was maybe a good idea, but Unity really looks like they just pushed right in and just ended them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Xerxes in the middle, I think, was a good plan. And Xerxes actually took Matt out too in melee. But the problem is that whilst he was busy, the Unity guys just pushed in with their cavalry and just, you know, before Xerxes could even take any shots, they basically won the melee fight.
Yeah, Paulo saying in chat he was not here for the first match, and he is seemingly the difference maker right now. Sirkin unloading an ungodly amount of question marks in the chat as to taunt his opponents.
Yeah, not too surprising coming from Sirkin, but
some powerful mental warfare.
But yeah, I mean, you're seeing what I say about the Cav. 4 kills between the Cav in that round, so you know they're doing huge work, and you expect it from 3 cavalry with long bikes.
Yeah, I mean, it is just actually Brian. Wait.
Yeah, Brian and Anchor playing Imp. They've got 2 each, and then Sirkin, Alex, and the.
Oh right. Yeah. I mean, again though, Brian really, I think he set things off with that first kill there, but like you said, Xerxes, I mean, maybe if they had like a couple more seconds, Xerxes did win his 1v1, he was about to shoot, so.
Yeah, maybe a bit more survivability from those infantry, because let's keep in mind as well, those are Nord infantry that Unity were pushing into. So, yeah. I mean, they could have been able to survive longer, and maybe even, you know, take the advantage in that fight until Xerxes had time to shoot.
You know, and as the pendulum swings, it went from good spawn to Unity to great spawn to Malta. This spawn in the market here, very hard to push as well, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. They're going to go from the right.
Yeah, these Unity guys have all got axes, actually. They've all managed to loot an axe as infantry.
And, yeah, definitely not what you want to see. The Cav... Are they back to 4M? Oh, Wadley going to get the early kill on Lepage. That's what you like to see if you're Malta. Yeah, you're usually going to be on the side. Wadley goes down, though, after getting stuck, yeah. Better picking up a kill on Caius, though. Looking good for Malta right now. But actually, Xerxes stuck in the 1 versus 2. He's throwing out some clutch blocks, but he's going to go down. Brian picks up the kill.
The fight
still
is so
6 versus 6. Norman guy getting mad. But Brian fires right back and gets Habrak.
Eater's got to survive as long as he can.
Eater goes down. He kind of split himself off a bit there. Unity's staying a bit more together in this situation, and the Cav lends itself to that.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Oh, another Malta infantry getting stuck in the corner. Teammates coming to try and give him some relief, but Unity just picking this up as the fight goes on longer.
I think the really big problem there is Malta split up. Because if you're playing against 3 Cav and you split up, those Cav are just going to start, you know, they're going to start getting the backstabs and weaving between the fights. And as the fight goes on, you saw Malta taking it very even at the start, but just as the fight went on, Unity slowly taking the advantage.
Yeah, and the 3 Cavalry definitely lends itself to more of a split fighting strategy, right? The Cav too mobile, and Watley went down early as we saw, so again, that's just more disadvantage for Malta to fight in the split style. I mean, that was probably the best fight Malta was going to get, and right now it's only looks grim and more grim as the flag will spawn in either the Unity spawn or right below the stables. Let's take a quick look at the Unity side. What armor are they working with?
Yeah, look at Brian and Anchor.
3 Brigadines.
Yeah. That's going to be hard to take down. Even with axes, that's going to be hard to take down.
Yeah, 2 Brigadines, Caius with the Gambeson, and then
They got 2 male horses as well.
Yeah, this
And
is.
That's looking hard to deal with.
I don't want to write it off too quickly, but my
Yeah,
prediction definitely goes to the Unity side.
Yeah, they're gonna need some big plays this time around. And I mean, I don't know if you see Malta have been running 4 infantry this entire time. I don't know if that's a good idea. I think taking that 5th infantry is kind of necessary.
Yeah, I definitely switch Nord, especially with Nord archers. They're just not that good.
Yeah, I mean, especially against armored enemies, right? What's the Nord Archer gonna do against, you know, that? Look at Anchor's armor.
You'll
What's
headshot
the
him
Nord
3
Archer?
times. That's what it'll do.
They have put Xerxes in the mid again.
Yeah, again, Unity kind of going for the same approach. They're right there in the corner waiting. Looks a bit more patient this time, though. Malta advanced a bit further than they last time. Are they going to turn their backs? They're going right in. Brian already lands the first hit. The engagement's begun. Cap coming in. Brian picks up the first kill on Apple. And here come the big horses. Wally going into the back. Couch on the shield of Alex. Infantry still alive. Malta doing good. Normally got picks up a kill, but 2 kills quickly go back in the favor of Unity. That's 3 now. Brian picking up 3 kills in this round alone.
Yeah, Unity running away with it now.
Habrak trying to survive here. Cav after him.
Cav supporting him, but yeah, only a matter of time really. Second.
Zerk picking up some kills. I mean, just look at that scoreboard right now for the Unity side. Brian 8-0, Circuit 4-0, Anchor 4-0. Probably Mana 2-0, Alex 2-0. I mean, how many is that? Yeah. 5 guys haven't died?
Yeah, absolutely. That was really solid on the Unity side. And I mean, I think the cavalry were the key there, but I think you can just look at the stats. Brian and Anchor playing incredibly well, just tearing those Malta infantry apart. In that last round there, I thought that the Malta guys did actually good damage in that melee fight. I think maybe if the Unity guys weren't as armored, they might have taken a few kills in that final round.
Oh, and Thor wasn't even in. Was there a reason for that, you suppose, or just maybe he came late?
What infantry side were they running? It was Brian, Anchor, Habby, and Caius,
I think
right?
that's it. Oh yeah, Caius. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's a sign of confidence. I mean, Caius is a great infantry, but I would say Thor is probably a bit better. But
he's got that brotherly cohesion.
Yeah, maybe they're just confident, or maybe they're saving him to go wild on the Nord set. Who knows?
That could be the case. The 5 inf. We'll see if Unity is going to choose to run the 5 infantry on this side. I quite like it actually with 1 archer.
Yeah, I think they probably will go with that. You know, they've got the star infantry to make it work. On the other side, I think Malta have a better chance on Suedia on this side, just because the Malta cavalry and archers are, you know, their key weapons. And they're going to be able to have those cavalry with long pikes, and Xerxes and Habrak with crossbows. You know, I'm expecting them to be landing some really good shots.
You know, just yeah, like you're saying, despite the Nord infantry being better at cutting down shields and stuff, I still think the all pikes that the infantry have as well lends themselves to survive a bit better. And yeah, I'll take Malta this set.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if Unity play like that again, I think the Unity will win this set. But you know, Malta, I think they will perform better on this side than they did on the other side.
The 3 cav look was a very good one for Unity. They did a lot of work and looked really good. They were doing a lot of damage. So, I mean, what if, for example, maybe Unity tries to run 3 cav on Nords? I mean, despite the loadout, they have really good stats. They're actually quite good cavalry. They get javelins too. More jobs for the inf.
It's not impossible. They definitely have the players to do it. I mean, they've certainly got the multi-classes to do it. So, you know, maybe they start with 5 inf, and if it's not going well, maybe they switch Brian to cav or something. I mean, or they might start with it, as you say. I can't really tell from the players they've got in at the moment, but yeah, it's definitely viable to try it.
Yeah, it looks like Thor will be sitting again. Oh, came in the last moment.
He might be playing. Well,
could be a sign.
I presume they will play him because obviously he's a fantastic player.
Yeah, he's in now for Lapache. Okay.
Yeah, so running that 5-2-1 setup. We said 5 infantry, 2 cav, 1 archer from Unity.
Yeah, and probably this is the default setup for this faction on this map. Looking over at the Malta side,
they're going 4-2-2. I mean,
ew.
It's standard, but having just seen how effective Unity's 3 cav was, they might be thinking, you know, maybe we should pull out 3 cav.
And the strength of 3 all pikes is deadly.
Yeah. But they've opted instead to. I mean, they'd have to sacrifice one of their archers if they played a cav, wouldn't they? And they're
I
very
mean,
confident in
you
Xerxes and
could even
Habrak.
sacrifice an Inf and just have them play a very survivable, sustainable,
Yeah,
not
but
really a killing.
yeah, you definitely could because their job is just to survive. But I don't know, it'd be quite hard as 3 Swadian infantry against that Nord ball to survive.
And here the Nords come.
Yeah,
Going towards the middle. Oh, but an early shot landed.
Yeah,
Not sure who hit it.
hard.
Right a bit cut off from the rest. Can the Cav manage something here?
Ooh, almost.
Oh, Norman guy goes towards. Oh!
Almost gets anger too.
Oh,
That's
he
unlucky.
takes the hit though, and that's not what you like to see.
That's so unlucky. Yeah, he could have done some nice damage there, but
Yeah, but just look key differences right here. Malta's backed up so much further than Unity ever did on this spawn. The infantry engagement is going to begin. Habrak kills Sirkin, just nails him as he comes in. Oh my god, disgusting shot from Maximum. Picks up Norman guy. Infantry still even on both sides.
No one wants to commit.
Oh, Brian!
He's jabbed him
Was
through
that through the window?
Through that little window in that hut.
You may not realize how hard that is to throw, man, because you have to like position your body in a weird angle. That's really hard to land. That's disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, it can still go either way, right? But there's 4 Nord infantry on flag, and Brian's split, ready to
just
push
look at the positioning. The way Unity has taken this, they've made it their spawn.
Yeah.
Malta in the corner. 3 blind mice. Those infantry.
They're just
trying to push.
Oh, Brian with another jab across the.
Oh, Thor. Yeah, how you want to start swinging. Not much Malta can do here, and this gets pretty demoralizing now. Especially after you have that nice pick from Habrak getting Sirkin early.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing a bit of work. They'll deny some gold, I imagine, but the round definitely going towards Unity now. I think... Well, I suppose we'll just let the round play out.
Yeah, not much left. I mean, we might as well talk now.
Yeah.
What I think is whenever, 5 alive on the Unity side, on Nords, you really do hate to see. Maybe they can pick up some consolation kills.
Thor's got 2. Well, I suppose only Thor probably will be in mail, right? Because you need 2 kills unless you downgrade your helmet. So probably not too much armor from the Unity guys now, but it's not the ideal result. In that fight, I mean, the problem I think is that Malta were playing too cautiously. Because you saw how they were keeping themselves back, and that gave Brian time to do that jab through the window. Maximu got that headshot because he wasn't being distracted by anything else.
Well, I think another big thing the Unity infantry did well is they backed them up into that little wall area where their archers were right behind them, and they had no chance of really shooting into the melee.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think the Unity positioning was superior. Malta, they just gave Maximu that room to shoot on their cavalry, and they just kind of waited on that corner, slowly getting picked off until it was too late, and Unity just outpositioned them. But definitely, I mean, you see what I mean? I think that was closer though, right?
Definitely looked better at the beginning, and then everything just fell apart later on. It's going to be the first stable flag spawn we're going to see.
Yeah, Malta up top. Malta, they really like fighting in that Nord spawn area, so I presume they'll go for that.
Any changes from the Malta lineup?
No, it's looking the same.
Oh, Sirkin comes over the back. Bullas not using that tilde, he gets taken down. And that's an infantry already down 5 versus 3.
Malta doing good work in this melee.
Malta picks up 2 kills, gets Sirkin. Oh, but Norman guy goes down to Alex. Oh, kills going back and forth. It's tied up 5 versus 5 right now.
This is gonna depend on
just the bloody. Oh, Brian and Thor. But Xerxes not giving up just yet. 2 versus 4, still winnable. 2 crossbows. Can they land some big shots? Habrak caught in the 1 versus 2. And how much he can do.
Yeah, I think Malta had that round until I think their infantry got a bit too aggressive, and Brian and Thor just cleaned them up.
Also, you can't help but imagine what if Bullish turns around, stops Sirkin right there.
Yeah, because Malta came in with 2 really quick kills after Bulles died. It could have been a 3-man advantage right off the bat. But yes, I mean Malta took the advantage, and then it just completely fell apart. Brian and Thor just cleaned them all up. I mean, I can only put that down to the infantry getting too aggressive, right? The Malta infantry getting too aggressive when they have the advantage.
In a sense, it kind of went both ways, right? Sirkin lands that early couch, the Unity inf goes in, guns blazing.
Yeah.
They lose some guys, and then as soon as Malta's up, they go in guns blazing as well. Gung-ho, just going in for it, and they just lose 2 of their infantry, and that's it.
Yeah, I think both sides probably failed to optimally hold the advantage because that's what when your numbers up in the melee fight, if you just play solid, just by the fact that you've got more people there, you'll probably win the fight. You don't need to be going crazy, and I feel like that was Malta's mistake there. And it will be if they lose this round now and they lose this map 6-0, it's basically over if they lose it 6-0.
It looks bad. Looks really bad after this point.
Yeah, they
And,
really need this round.
Unity coming through the tunnels. We haven't seen this approach yet. I'm not too big a fan, but with 5 inf, I do think it is better.
Brian just jabbed Habrak as well over that
Yeah, also towards the middle on the stairs, Maximu and Apple gonna go at it. Maximu's they both got nice armor.
Malta Cavs in first, but doesn't manage to get anything done.
In fact, they're gonna get stopped. Unity picking up 2 kills. Alex, Caius now as well getting in the fray with the Javelin. And really not looking too good for Malta. Xerxes hasn't even been able to get a shot off. He's stuck in the 1 versus 1. Alex gets Demavar. Oh, a little TK, but probably won't mean much.
Yeah.
And Unity absolutely destroys Malta. And this is not looking good.
Yeah, 6-0. That's, even if now Malta win every map on the next map, which is Reverend, I believe. Even if they win every round, they've still got to go play Winterberg. So that's not looking good for them.
Yeah, and you definitely don't want to play on Winterberg against this Unity team.
I mean,
a lot of these guys,
if we're looking at how this
played in the finals, right?
Yeah, if we're looking at how this closed map's gone, Winterberg. Even if they make it to Winterberg, they're not going to have high hopes after how that closed map went.
Well, like I was saying, a lot of those Unity guys played in the NC finals. They played a lot of Winterberg, so
yeah. We casted that, didn't we? That went on for a very long time.
It was a long match. That was a long match. Well, Urban Village, it is. Technically feels like it plays more to Malta's strengths, Cav and Archers, but.
But yeah, But this is even if they win this map rather convincingly. It's so hard, and the Unity sides are no slouches on open maps either. If you look at their Cav lineup, they've got Brian, they've got Lapache, they've got Sirkin. 4 plays Cav 2, Alex. They've got a really good Cav side, and they've got really good archers and infantry of their own.
You never know what could happen, though.
It can happen. I'm hoping it happens, because I would hate for this match to end so decisively.
As Guac has said in chat, it would be quite humiliating to lose in this fashion.
Yes, yeah. If it goes 7-0, that's definitely not good.
And so that would put Unity firmly in the finals to face who we're predicting to be Frontline Tactics.
It will be Frontline Tactics against House Stark tomorrow.
So Stark from the bottom, they actually made it to the semifinals.
Yeah, they have made it. They defeated FTW pretty convincingly in the quarterfinals. So.
That's impressive.
We are talking about this match as though it's over already.
Nah, I hate to do that to the Malta folk, but I can't help trying to keep my professionalism, but it does not look good at all.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't. I hope I hope now what we see. Malta's starting on the Rodok side too. That's not good. Saranids have definitely got the advantage on this map. Yeah.
Everything just looks bad.
Yeah, absolutely. My only comment, I'm not sure why. I don't think there's any one reason why it was so decisive. I think Unity outpositioned Malta a few times. They got the better fights. The infantry went in the better places. I think the Malta guys, maybe their infantry not staying alive long enough in some of the fights too. And also having those 2 crossbowmen, the Unity guys shut them down so effectively. I don't know if you saw. They were always stopping one of them from shooting.
Well, I would have loved to see an extra Cav from Malta. I feel like that changes, especially whenever you're the team with, on paper, less skill. I guess we'll say that. You definitely got to try something else. You can't just run the normal and expect to win, especially after you just got smashed 3-0.
Yeah, exactly. And especially within that Swadian set, if you're 2-0 down in that Swadian set, why not throw in the extra Cav, try and bring something back? But clearly they were confident in their setup, but it didn't work out in the end.
Yes, we're gonna get started here on Reverend Village. Malta hanging on for dear life. One round's all it takes for Unity on the other hand, though, so...
Yeah, look, is that 4-2-2 setup from Malta? I presume we're going to be seeing the same from Unity.
Yeah, it is the same on the Unity side from what it looks like.
Paolo's in. I don't think Paolo was in on the last map. So.
Nope. He was on the bench. So, I mean, who calls for Unity then, if that's the case?
Habby, Dwight Fairfield is calling. Habby's playing.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, he's a, pretty widely regarded, I'd say, as maybe the best spearman in Europe. He's a really, he's a fantastic, spear infantry player. He's got really good survivability. So I think that kind of makes him perfect to call, right? Because he's got a good overview of what's going on.
This sounds like a dumb thing to say, but this has to be a tactical error from the Rodok Imp running that white armor. It weighs quite a bit more than the other armor.
It does weigh quite a bit more. I think they've gone for it because they want those war spears, but can just get a light lance from the cavalry, which is almost
sacrificing some speed, which is nice on this open map.
Yeah, looks like Malta are going to take the push though.
I like this.
Unity
Cav in.
Unity Cav is nowhere to be seen. They need to do some damage.
Yeah, but this Malta Cav ain't doing much either, running into each other. This is a mess. And here come the Unity Cav. This could spell trouble, and already, oh my goodness, that's terrible. This is
no Unity Cav were present there, but the Unity Infantry won with no Cav support.
Wow, this is hard to watch. That had to be one of the worst Cav crashes I've seen.
Yeah. I think the real problem actually is that both those infantry had their spears out. Why have you got your spears out if there's no enemy cavalry there?
Yeah, and that's it. GG. Malta gets absolutely thrashed. 7-0.
Yeah.
Unity rips their head off and puts it on a spear.
Yeah, very, very convincing, which makes them look good for the finals, right?
I mean, yeah, this is a good performance against supposedly the third best team, right after Frontline Tactics and Unity. But I mean, we'll have to see Frontline Tactics performance against Stark, right?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, you can make predictions based on that, but frankly, between FT and in the group stages, FT did play against Unity and it was a draw. So I think hopefully we can have a match that close in the finals if FT beats Stark. Because I mean, some people would write it off, but I'd say it's still an if because Stark played really well against FTW. And
you can never write anything off. You never know what happens.
I'm excited to play against them. So.
Like after Stark's whatever it was demotion possibility match, they seemed like they turned on the fire. What was it? Who they played? They played Dane and thrashed him too.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll have to see. I mean, unfortunately, this match over. We'll have to. I mean, do they have to play it out, or what's the situation?
I think they're going to keep playing. Just, I mean, obviously it's over. There's nothing more for Malta. They play a bronze match, but I guess they're going to keep playing just to reclaim some honor. Hopefully, make the score a bit better. 12-0 would not be a good low.
Yeah, so I guess we might as well just wrap this up.
Yeah.
There's a little point in just casting the rest of this as the fate has been decided. So, I mean, I guess we'll have a quick little talk about the grand finals. What this could possibly mean. I mean, for Unity, this has to feel great, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, Unity is still going and clearing them up now. Unity played fantastically all match. On the closed map, Brian and Anchor and Thor in that next set playing incredibly well, and the cavalry supporting so well. Except for I think they had one early death from their cavalry in one round, but other than that, they played basically flawlessly. Closed map like that, they played so well. And now playing so well on the open map, even if it's already over, but so decisive. And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't blame anyone if they said that after this Unity are going to win the tournament, right? I think that'd be a fair thing to say.
This is a convincing performance against what is considered to be a very good team in their own right. Getting, it's a tough loss. But for Unity on the other hand, like, do you think maybe the fact that they lost to Malta, they could have made adjustments, or over the season have they had like some sort of progression over the whole course of the season?
I would say that Unity have been getting better over the season. I mean, they had that rough start where they lost to Malta, but they won all their other games after that except for the one they drew to FT. So, I would say that they bounced back, and they've definitely bounced back hard with, they lost 8-6 to Malta last time, and they've just beaten them 7-0, currently 8-0. So I don't think there's much question about the fact that Unity are playing way better than they were before. And
just to look forward to tomorrow, you're going to be playing Stark as a FT player. What do you think about that match? How do you really feel that's? Be honest.
I'm very confident based on our scrims this week. Lots of people don't like talking about scrim results specifically, So I'll just say that we did really well against Unity and Malta this week. So I'm quite confident going into it. That said, Stark they played really well last week. You know, I think they beat FTW 12-2 or something. That's a really convincing performance. So I hope that it will be a good match. I don't think it will be really one-sided. Is what I will say.
Well, that's what we want to hear, because we were hoping today would be pretty back and forth, but
Yeah, but
short end
yeah,
of the stick.
I definitely expected today to be really back and forth. I mean, the Malta side, you know, as I say, I'm not going to say any specific scrim results, but I will say that like Malta weren't performing that much differently against us than Unity were, like in scrims, that is. Like in scrims against us, Malta and Unity weren't performing that differently, and yet today, the performance difference is obviously huge. So, I mean, I suppose that just goes to tell you that you can't really trust anything based on scrims, right?
Yeah, scrim. I mean, like back in WPL1, we had this dumb meme about on paper we're better, but
Yeah.
stuff like that. So, but like nonetheless, we look forward to that match tomorrow. Good luck to you. Good luck to
Yeah,
the Stark guys if they're watching. I'm impartial. I'd like to see anybody win. I'd like to see the better team win. That's what I'll say.
yeah, definitely.
So,
And the better team to win after a good match. That's what.
of course, yeah. I mean, you're the better team if you win by 12-0, but you're a better team if you win 12-11 or some shit like that. So
Yeah, exactly.
we'll leave it at that. Yeah, so we'll sign off for now. It was a fun time while it lasted. It wasn't a long time, but it was a good time.
Yeah, I agree.
And I mean, any last words? Anything to say to the people?
I suppose just want to say thank you to the administration again, Scar, Deacon, Errolman, and all of the other admins as well that have given us the final WNL, the final Warband Native tournament. Yeah, I've been really enjoying it so far, and I hope that it ends really well with the great finals.
Yeah, Baron Lord Early Access coming soon. Hopefully we have a tournament on that, even though it's not the best game. We can give it a go, right? We can try.
Yeah, I hope. I mean, as much as we bash Banlord, I want it to turn out well. So
We all do. I got nothing left to say. It's the world's crazy out there. Coronavirus. Stay inside. Play Warband. Don't go outside.
Exactly.
Especially if you're sick. Stay inside. So I guess we'll just wrap it up. This has been Bladecast TV. Myself, Thunder Baby, joined with Gibby, casting the WN8. Is this 8? This is 8.
WNL8.
WNL8. That's a lot of tournaments.
There's a lot of seasons.
Semifinals. Unity versus Malta. Big victory for Unity. Thanks for joining us, guys. Have a good night. Stay safe.